Good morning, it's Bob with BobsSongLab. Time to work on writing a new song. So let's see how it goes. I just have an idea in my head. Let's see if I can figure it out. Now let's see what I can do with this idea. Once you have the idea, record it on your phone so you'll have the video to go back as a reference. Try to do one where you can see your fingers on the keyboard so you'll know where to go back to, or on the fretboard so you know where to go back to when you're trying to recreate it. And now it's time to practice. You play it over and over and over and over until you have it down. Once you have it down, then you put it into your digital audio workstation or DAW, and then you start listening to it, and I pick up a different guitar and see how layers flow into it. I'll lay down a right track and a left track so I can hear it in stereo. It gives it a much broader feel to it. I have a drum set, so I'll work out a basic drum beat on that, although I'm a terrible drummer. So I'll let that get fixed in production later. Or I have a beat buddy too that I'll use sometimes too for it. That does a pretty good job. And then if I think it needs pianos, I do have a keyboard so I can lay in some keys if I want to. I'm a terrible piano player, but I have enough to be able to lay down basic chords and basic melodies on the piano. Layer it all into the DAW. And then my voice is terrible, so I'll sing anyway and put it in, and then I'll clean that up in production. I'll use, for the most part, I'll use an AI tool to help me smooth everything out, do the fills, modify my voice so it sounds listenable for people. I don't want to torture them with how mine is, but I'm not going to let it stop me from making music. So that's basically the steps I take to write a song. I write the words usually way in advance or after I'm inspired by it. I have a notes app on my phone, and I write first a song outline. So I'll put verse 1, verse 2, bridge, chorus, verse 3, and then usually a solo of some kind, bridge, chorus, verse 4, 3, or whatever, and then finally an outro. So I'll just write the outline in my notes, and then as I get the ideas, I start filling them into the sections where they go. I do it one line at a time. So I'll come up with something that strikes me. And usually when I'm out and I have my notes app and I hear something cool, I'll just type a phrase into my notes app so I can come and dig for it later. Then I'll take that phrase and I'll say, what's the feeling I'm trying to come across? Or what am I trying to portray in this song? So I'll start looking for phrases in my head that wrap around it. I try to make it more symbolic than real. So in other words, if I'm feeling down, I'll say, a gray day or a cloudy day or something like that. If I'm feeling up, it's a sunny day or the sun shines bright or something like that. It has more of a feeling to it than just a word. So I'll craft out a poem based on what I'm feeling, what I'm trying to portray, and then I'll take that poem and match the words to the song. They have to fit in a specific order. Most of the time, I can hear the song in my head as I'm writing the words, so I know how to phrase them to make them fit in a pattern. But that's basically how I do my songwriting. So if you have any comments or ideas, I'd love to hear them. This is just something I've been doing for decades, so it's I'm set in that, but I'd love to learn new ideas. If you have some, put them in the comments. Hope this is of value to you. I'll see you in the next video. And thanks for being here at BobsSongLab. It's all about helping you get your music out to the world, so I'm glad you're here, and I hope you pass this on. So like, subscribe, share with everybody, and put your comments in as to what you'd like to learn or see or hear, or anything that you have a suggestion for me on. Appreciate it. I'm Bob Hoffman, BobsSongLab. My albums are listed under Robert C. Hoffman. They're on all the streaming platforms, so hope you enjoy it.